How often would you say that you should run CheckDB?
Well, this is a topic of some great debate in that there's some people who never run it and they end up trying to run it once a month and they think that that's an improvement, but really it's not that much of an improvement. So my answer for this is, how important is your data and how much do you care about it? And if your data is important and you care about it a lot, then you should run CheckDB frequently. And by frequently, I mean at a minimum daily, or maybe twice daily, or continuously if your system load allows for it. The more corruption that I see, the more frequent I think CheckDB should be run. And I have one system that I work with that it's got a real light load on it. It's never overloaded on CPU or IO. So I run CheckDB on that server every 4 hours, where others, I mean, the minimum standard that I want to go with is once a day. And I wish I could do every CheckDB on every database every 4 hours or less. But really, it comes back to the importance of your data. And if your data is not important, yeah, don't run CheckDB. Don't worry about it. Don't do backups. If your data is important and it's vital to your job or your company or your business, well, run it frequently. And what we run into a lot is where you've got a system that's maybe grown to the point that it's a little bit overloaded, meaning you don't have enough IO and CPU to be able to run CheckDB and do reindexing and do your backups and run your data migration or your warehousing type jobs and stuff like that all in a 24-hour period. And some people say, well, okay, well, we can slide CheckDB to once a week. But the thing with that is that running it once a week, there's a whole lot of data you can lose before you find out that you've got a corrupt database. So I would say if you're in that situation where you're having problem, I mean, the thing is, if your system's overloaded, you're having problems and you don't have enough of a window or a big enough time to run CheckDB, well, perhaps you need a bigger server, a faster server, or a better server. And what happens a lot is people say, well, I have to run my reindexing jobs every night because that's more important for performance. Well, sure, that's probably true from a performance perspective, but I'd rather know that my database is solid and stable and not going to disappear next week because of a corruption in the file than have the database running as fast as it possibly could. So I guess the thing is, if you can't run CheckDB daily, you need to look at your budget, figure out how to get a better server so you can run CheckDB daily. I didn't used to be that pushy about it, but having seen more and more corruption where people run CheckDB infrequently that they could have recovered much better had they been running it regularly, I'm getting more and more pushy on that one because it's important.